Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
We'll now invite State Senator David Rouzer, candidate for U.S. Congress, to come forward and give his opening statement. You have 3 minutes.
I'm going to solve the microphone problem here. First, let me thank you for holding this forum. It's a great pleasure to be here with you today. As I look across the audience here, a number of you I have known for quite a while. A lot of you know me from my time working for Senator Jesse Helms, and then later with Elizabeth Dole, and then my service at USDA Rural Development. You know, when I was with Senator Helms, I helped to write 2 farm bills as a senior aide working for Senator Helms. He was at the height of his power at the time I was with him. In fact, I had 2 stints with Senator Helms. I was called back the second time to begin work on the 2002 farm bill, but also to begin work on the tobacco quota buyout. When Elizabeth Dole was elected, she asked me to stay on board with her to help see through the tobacco quota buyout, which was a huge accomplishment. It was a miracle, a legislative miracle, and I can tell you this, if the Lord didn't want it to happen, it wouldn't have happened. But it was a major accomplishment for North Carolina and for other tobacco growing states. Now, I've served in the North Carolina Senate for 2 terms. I co-chair the Senate Ag and Environment Committee. I co-chair the Regulatory Reform Committee, where I took my Washington experience and I put it to work right here in the state legislature for the state of North Carolina. As co-chair of the Senate Ag and Environment Committee and co-chair of the Regulatory Reform Committee, I focused on reducing the amount of red tape and rules and regulations that make it very, very difficult for agriculture and our family farms. I've also worked very closely and very hard to promote North Carolina agriculture products, both in my private career and also in my public career. But you know, this election is bigger than just agriculture, than just North Carolina. Agriculture is incredibly important. It's a $75 billion industry. But we have a country that is dependent upon agriculture, and it's important that we promote agriculture in every possible way. We also have a $16 trillion debt that is going to be a noose around the neck of everybody in this room and everybody that's coming after us. All those future generations. So we've got to step to the plate and bring forward real solutions. We've got Medicare that goes bankrupt in 12 years. We've got to have solutions. We've got rules and regulations that are killing the economy in every which way. And I want to lead that effort in Washington, just like I have in the state legislature, to reform the regulatory environment so that our people, so that our citizens can do the very best that they can. You know, this country is a great country, and it's great because of that entrepreneurial spirit. It's great, and it will be greater when we get the government off of our backs and out of our pockets. I believe in free enterprise. I believe in a limited government. But even more than that, I believe in America, and that's what this election is about.
Thank you, Senator Rouzer. Your first question, what is your position on the Trans-Pacific Partnership Trade Agreement?
Well, number one, let me say that agreement should not exclude tobacco and tobacco products. Tobacco and tobacco products are, in fact, a legal commodity, and it shouldn't exclude any legal commodity, no matter what it is. And in fact, I've helped lead the charge in the state Senate to put forward a resolution that we passed, encouraging the Congress and encouraging the President and the rest of the administration to treat tobacco just like any other legal commodity. Now, let me also say that I believe in exports. I believe exports are incredibly important for agriculture. There's absolutely no question about it. And so I will fight very, very hard to make sure that all agriculture commodities, tobacco included, are included in every free trade agreement that comes down the road.
Thank you. Your second question, in terms of foreign relations, what governments or political and or religious movements pose the most dangerous threat to the U.S. national security?
Well, there's absolutely no question, radical Islam, terrorists. We live in a spiritual world, and there are people in this world that want to destroy the United States of America. And that's a philosophical understanding that you've got to have if we're going to combat terrorism and if we're going to protect the national security of this country. We must do everything possible to defend and protect Israel. This administration and this president in particular is not doing what we need to do to protect Israel, to promote American interests. And if I have the honor and privilege to represent this district in the U.S. Congress, I'm going to do everything possible within my power and preach it on the House floor and everywhere else I go, that we need to stand up for America, that we need to stand up for Israel, and that we need to take these threats seriously and not just brush them off as though America is the problem. America is not the problem. America is what's going to help bring peace to the rest of the world. And we need a strong America and need to turn around this economy so that we can become even stronger than we are now.
Thank you.